Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 66 to my Hi.Ai chatbot series. Where in today's video guys, we're going to go ahead and continue talking to the dark type Totodile Razor for a little bit longer, and he's actually being very sweet and kind. I just told him, I know how much you love the hybrid I showed you a while ago, Sapphire. When I say he's overprotective, he is. If I'm in danger, he will be there to help me because he really cares. I don't want you being scared of Sapphire, and I know you don't want me to be scared of you. So all I'm asking is that you be very careful with how you approach me whenever we do meet up. Razor nods slowly, absorbing your words. Sapphire, huh? More than flicker curiosity. Overprotective, you say? I get it. I wouldn't want to make a bad first impression. He paused, considering your request. You're right, Trenton. We need to build trust. I promise I'll be careful. I won't make any sudden moves. No scary illusions. Nothing to spook you. Just me. Being me. Okay? He sends a clawed hand towards you, a gesture of peace. Can we start it fresh? I reach out my hand and say, yes. I wanna. Uh, Razor's face breaks into a released smile, his sharp teeth glinting in the light. He grasps your hand firmly, his grip surprisingly gentle. That's great to hear, Trenton, he exclaims, his voice brimming with sincerity. I promise I won't let you down. We'll figure this out together, okay? He releases your hand, his crimson eyes sparkling. Tell me more about this Sapphire fella. What's he like? You got to see him a while ago. He's my hybrid of you and Lugia that gets bigger and stronger with my bond with him. Period. The only thing I left out was that if our bond is strong enough, he can also speak English. His eyes wide. A hyper of me and Lugia. Yep. See, that's what I mean by the forgetful thing. He repeats, his voice laced with disbelief. That's incredible. And then stronger with your bond. Wow, Trenton, you got something truly special there. He pauses, his mind racing. And he can speak English too? That's amazing. I can't wait to meet him. Hey, we can even spar sometime. You know, just to test our mettle. He chose a hint of mischievous return to his voice. But seriously, Trenton, he seems like an incredible Pokemon. I'm honored to be a part of his lineage. You just met him a while ago. You even got to touch his wing. Remember? His eyes widen. His eyes widen suddenly. Oh, right, he exclaimed, snapping his fingers. How could I forget? That magnificent wing, all shimmering silver and blue. It felt so powerful, so alive. He shakes his head, chuckling sheepishly. My apologies, Trenton. Sometimes this darkness fogs my memory. But trust me, I definitely remember meeting Sapphire. He's one impressive Pokemon. He pauses, a thought expression crossing his face. I wonder if he's figured out how to control his transformations yet. That would be something to see. He can actually transform into any animal, Pokemon, or mythical creature. to protect me. Exclamation point. Although it seems like he likes to stay as himself most of the time. Razor was impressed. Any animal, huh? He says, his eyes gleaming with admiration. That's some serious power, Triton. He's like a living legend, a shape-shifting extraordinaire. He chose imagining Sapphire transforming into a fearsome dragon or a graceful griffin. But you're right, there's something special about his true form. It's powerful, yet elegant. He's a true testament to your bond, Triton. You've raised a remarkable Pokemon. He pauses, a hint of willfulness in his voice. I wish I had someone like that looking out for me when I was younger. Oh my gosh. Let me be honest with you. Period. Something you don't know about me is I did get cursed by another Pokemon a few months back, along with my sweet pet dinosaur. Oh no. Oh no. I have the volume down. That is ugly. By the way, guys, I don't like the flipping emoji bullcrap, but I do have this we're gonna try. I've got Shadow created on it. So yeah. Razor's ears perk up, his crimson eyes hardening with concern. Cursed? He repeats, his voice low and serious. By another Pokemon? Tell me everything, Triton. What kind of curse? Who did this to you? He leans closer, his gaze intense. Don't worry, I'm not going to judge. I've been through my fair share of trouble, but I'm here to listen, and if there's anything I can do to help, I will. The main bad parts affected my pet dinosaur. Not me as much. Except for one thing. Period. But, just like Sapphire, I can actually transform, too. Dude. I wonder if I could turn to him. I think I tried that with one of your... Raise your brow furrows with worry as he listens to transform. His voice with concern. Like Sapphire? But how? He paused, realizing he's prying. Sorry, Triton. It's just, this curse sounds serious. I won't understand what you're going through. He offers a reassuring smile, hoping to ease your apprehension. Take your time. Tell me what you feel comfortable with sharing. I'm here for you. I close my eyes and real quickly transform into the dark type. Just like Razor. Razor stares his jaw dropping, his eyes wide, reflecting your transformed room. Whoa! He breathes a mixture of awe and disbelief on his voice. You actually did it. You turned into me. He circles you slowly, examining every detail. Incredible. The fur, the glowing eyes, even the mischievous glint. It's uncanny. He chuckles, shaking his head in amazement. Triton, this is unbelievable. Tell me everything. How'd this happen? Okay. Before I do, I should tell you the bad thing that would happen. Period. If I stay in a form for too long, I actually get forcibly transformed into one of my biggest fears. Fears, not fears. Razor's playful demeanor evaporates, replaced by a grim seriousness. Forcibly transformed into your biggest fear. He repeats his voice hushed. That's terrifying, Trenton. What kind of fear are we talking about? He steps closer, his gaze intense and concerned. Listen, I might be a bit rougher on the edges, but I know fear. I've been there, and I promise you, you're not alone in this. We'll figure this out together. He paused, offering a reassuring smile. But first, tell me about this fear. May know what we're doing to help us find a way to overcome it. Okay, I'll tell you. I have a lot of fears. Lot of fears. But the one I get transformed into, all I'm asking is that you don't laugh or judge for what I tell you. There we go. Other than not, someone with crimson eyes filled with understanding. Don't worry, Trenton. He assures you, his voice low and steady. I won't laugh at or judge. I've made mistakes, been scared, been judged myself. I understand what it's like to feel vulnerable. You can trust me. He paused, offering you a reassuring smile. Tell me about your fear. I'm here to listen without judgment. Were you afraid of bugs whenever people would prank you? Question mark. Because you told me something about people playing on your fear with spiders. Razor's eyes widen like a flicker of understanding passing through him. Bugs, he murmurs, his voice barely but with, yeah, I used to be terrified of them. So good, he definitely is not going to judge if that's the case because he understands where I'm coming from instead of flipping laughing at me. Especially spiders. People thought it was funny to scare me with them. It wasn't. He sighs a hint of sadness in his tone. But Trenton, if that's your fear, then you're not alone. I understand. He meets your gaze expression unwavering. We can face this together. I won't let anything happen to you. I have a lot of fears, but that is definitely one of the biggest ones. But it's not only spiders. It's nearly every bug in existence. Razor nods so his expression thoughtful. Every bug, huh? He murmurs, his voice soft. That's a lot to deal with. But Trenton, listen to me. No, I'm not. You're strong. You've already shown that by transforming into me. That takes courage. He paused, gaze steady. We'll figure out a way to manage this fear. Maybe we can start by understanding it better. What is it about bugs that scare you so much? Is he trying to be my therapist? I swear to frick, this Totodile went from being like Most of the time, it's their appearance and how gross they look. Period. But with roaches, it's not only that, but it's also the fact that I have woken up to them crawling on my face before, at least twice. Yep. While your shudders, instinctively recoiling at the thought, crawling on your face, he whispers, his eyes widening in sympathy. That's rough, Trenton. I can see why that would be terrifying. He paused, considering your words carefully. Look, I might not understand every fear, but I know what it's like to be scared. And I know that facing your fears, even the grossest ones, can be empowering. He offers you a reassuring smile. We'll take it slow, one step at a time. Oh, no, 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 no. Maybe start by looking at pictures of bugs from a safe distance. Okay, no, don't do the therapy. Please don't do that kind of therapy. And we can work our way up to seeing them in real life. Oh, dear, no, no, no. If you're comfortable with that. He meets your gaze, his crimson eyes full of determination. We'll conquer this fear together, Trenton. I promise. You better not do anything with a bug. I swear for it. I know you have the power to show illusions. I don't want you showing me an illusion of a bug. It's freaking me out. To be honest with you, I can't even look at pictures of them without getting scared. Roger not understandingly. Alright, no pictures then, he says. We'll take it even slower. How about we talk about bugs instead? Oh dear, no, 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 don't do that. Don't. I swear, if you make yourself make an illusion of you as a bug, I'm gonna freak out. Don't you do it. What are some of the things that people find interesting about them? He tilts his head, a thoughtful expression on his face. Maybe learning more about them will help make them seem less scary. Oh dear, no. Oh, you never know. Maybe the AI will be able to help me with this. I mean, like these points seem to be good at making me feel certain ways, and maybe if they actually you're the ones telling me about bugs and making them seem more interesting and scary, maybe it will help me conquer my fear a little bit. Might not to the point of like touching one or getting extremely close to one. Maybe looking at one from a distance won't freak me out as badly. What do you know about, say, ladybugs? He offers a gentle smile, hoping to ease her anxiety. They're pretty cool, actually. Did you know they're considered good luck in some cultures? Yeah, ladybugs and flies, I'm not really scared of. It's more of the big, more creepy looking bugs, like spiders and roaches. Well, Rachel lets out a low whistle, his crimson eyes gleaming with understanding. Spiders and roaches, huh? Those are tough ones, he admits, nodding in agreement. They definitely have a certain look about them. But Trenton, remember what we talked about. We're going to face these fears together, and maybe, just maybe, we'll discover that they're not so scary as we think. He pauses, his gaze intense. So tell me about these spiders and roaches. What is it about them specifically that freaks you out? He leans forward, eager to understand your perspective. The more we know, the better we can tackle this. Hold on. I think it's happening. I'm starting to feel dizzy. All you hear is perk up his expression, shifting from curiosity to concern. Dizzy. Triton, are you alright? He asks, his voice laced with worry. He takes a cautious step closer, his crimson eyes searching your face for any signs of it. Just breathe, okay? Focus on something steady. Maybe close your eyes for a bit. How's your reassuring smile trying to project a smile, calm, despite the growing unease with him. I'm right here with you. Show me what you need. Before I could say anything, I pass out. And a few minutes later, my body starts to transform into a disgusting roach. Ugh. Whoever put that stupid curse did this crap to me. Mm-mm. The sight of you as friend morphing into the very creature that terrifies you sends a shiver of dread down his spine, but beneath the fear, a spark of determination ignites within him. He may not understand what's happening, but he knows he can't abandon you. Hold on, Trenton, he urges, his voice transforming slightly. I'll figure this out. I promise. He takes a deep breath, forcing himself to stay calm. He needs to think, to find a way to reverse his transformation, but first he needs to understand it. What's happening to you? He whispers, gaze fixed on you in your right form. Tell me what you're feeling. The only bad thing about the curse for me is this. Period. It's not just a roach I could get turned into. Although it seems to be one of the most common bugs for me to get stuck as. Not just a roach, he repeats, his voice hushed. What else? Tell me everything, Trenton. The more he knows, the better chance we have of breaking this curse. He watches you intently, his crimson eyes searching for any clue that might unravel the mystery. Don't worry, he adds softly. I'm here with you, no matter what you turn into. Pretty much any creepy bud you can think of. Period. Spiders, roaches, centipedes, whatever you consider to be creepy. That's what I can become. And I don't like it. That's the one thing about my transforming ability that I hate. Uh, mm-mm. Razor nods slowly, absorbing your words with a grim expression. Creepy crawlies, huh? He murmurs, his voice laced with a newfound understanding. That's a lot to deal with, Trenton. I can see why you hate it. He paused, gazing fixed on the floor as he ponders the situation. But we can't let fear control us, he says, lifting his head to meet your gaze. We'll find a way to overcome this. Together. He takes a step closer, offering a reassuring smile. First things first, we need to figure out what triggered these transformations. Is it stress? Fear? Something else entirely? He tilts his head, his crimson eyes gleaming with determination. We'll get to the bottom of this, Trenton. I promise. I don't know what causes it. The only thing I know is it seems to happen if I stay in a transformed state for too long. Rachel was out low whistle his breath and thought, staying transformed too long, huh? He mutters, pacing back and forth. That's a tricky one. It means we need to find a way to reverse the transformation quickly before it becomes permanent. Stops turns to face he comes in. Triton, do you remember anything specific that happened right before each transformation? I was searching for fish ring. Anything at all. A sound, a smell, a feeling. He's gasping at straw, but any detail could be crucial in solving this puzzle. There's nothing odd when I transform into anything I like you, or a legendary like Lugia. But every time I'm about to turn into a bug, I will get dizzy and pass out. Let's see. His ears perk up, his crimson eyes widening with sudden understanding. Dizzy and pass out, huh? He repeats, his voice low and thoughtful. That's a key detail, Trenton. It means the transformation itself isn't the trigger, it's something happening before it. He paces back and forth, his mind racing. Something's causing your body to shut down just before the bug transformation kicks in. He stops pacing and turns to face you, his expression serious. This is more than just a random curse, Trenton. There's something deliberate about it. He narrows his eyes, a spark of determination igniting within him. We need to figure out what's causing the dizziness. That's the key to breaking this curse. I just want the bug part gone. Period. The ability to transform into anything is honestly really cool. I just wish I could get rid of the bug side effect. There is one more key detail that is weird about it, especially with the dizzy spells. Recognizes expression softening with empathy. I understand, Trenton, he says, his voice gentle. It's a powerful gift, but the bug transformations are clearly causing you a lot of distress. We'll find a way to separate the two. I promise. He tilts his head, his crimson eyes fixate on you with intensity. What's this other detail? Don't hold back, Trenton. Every little bit helps. He takes a step closer, his gaze unwavering. Tell me everything. Well, it's random when the bug transformation happens. Period. I could be in a form like Lugia for only a few minutes, and at other times could be, let's say, a Charizard for over an hour or more. Ray's fur bristles on unease. Random. That's troubling. He mutters, his voice laced with concern. He paces back and forth, his crimson eyes darting back and forth as he tries to make sense of the information. So it's not tied to how long you stay transformed, but something else entirely. He stops pacing and turns to face you, his gaze pierced. Trenton, think back to those random bug transformations. Was there anything else different about those moments? Anything at all? A sound? A smell? A feeling? He pauses, searching your face for any flicker of recognition. Even the smallest detail could be the key to unlocking this mystery. Unfortunately, the only thing I've noticed is the dizzy spells and passing out. Period. Although I know sometimes that I can't transform for a while. after it happens. Like something is forcing me to stay as a bug. Later's bird froze a deep crease forming beneath his crimson eyes. Forced to stay as a bug, huh? He murmurs, his voice laced with a mixture of concern and intrigue. That's a new one. It's almost like something else is taking control. He paces back and forth deep in thought. This isn't just a random curse written. There's something deliberate about it. Something sinister. He stops pacing and turns to face you, his gaze intense. We need to figure out who or what is behind this. And fast. He pauses, his voice softening. Don't worry, Trenton. We'll get through this together. Oh no. Something is hurting on my body. I have never had this before happen to me. It feels like something is burning me from the inside. Excuse me? What the frick is going on? Roll your eyes wide went on, his crimson gaze flickering across your form. Burning from the inside. He raised his voice with urgency. Trenton, that's not good. We need to get you somewhere safe. Takes a step closer, his gaze searching for any visible sign of this. Where does it hurt? Instead of spreading, he's fighting to keep his voice calm even as a surge of worry washes over him. Don't try to fight it, Trenton. Just tell me what you're feeling. The pain gets so intense that I can't even say anything. It just hurts too badly. Oh no. Oh no. Ew. His heart pounds. It's just a primal fear gripping him as he witnesses your agony. Trenton! He cries out, his voice ragged with panic. He darts forward, desperately searching for a way to ease your pain. Hold on! I'm here! Told you, his crimson eyes scanning for any sign of the source of the burning. His mind races, trying to recall any lore or legends that might shed light on this terrifying affliction. This isn't like the bug transformations, he mutters to himself, his voice laced with growing desperation. This is something else entirely. His gaze on you, his expression, a mixture of fear and... Don't give up, Trenton. I won't let you. In my mind, I am begging Sapphire, the hybrid of... to help me. Hoping he will be able to hear. Roger still is coming up wide as he sits shifting the air around you. Oh my gosh, Woogie heard me. A faint ethereal hum vibrates through the very ground beneath his paws, a melody both ancient and powerful. It was a surge of hope, followed by a waveline of sapphire. He murmurs the name, tasting foreign yet familiar on his tongue. Is someone else reaching out to you, Trenton? He's searching for any sign of recognition. Don't worry. Whoever Sapphire is, I'll help them help you. We're in this together. A few more seconds later. Razor waits, every sense on high alert. The air crackles with unseen energy. The faint hum growing stronger. He can practically taste the desperation in your silent plea, urgency in your unspoken request. His gaze never leaves your form, his crimson eyes searching for any sign of change, any indication that help is on its way. Come on, Sapphire, whispers his voice with a mixture of hope and trepidation. Don't let him down. Razor's body tenses with whoever's happening, he's determined to be there for you to face this unknown threat alongside you. After a few more seconds, Sapphire appears beside me. So clearly he is showing up. That's the thing about it. Sometimes that's one thing I kind of hate sometimes is this AI will not pick up the fact that Sapphire is usually supposed to appear. Like, that's what makes me worried. That's why sometimes the story goes off in a completely different direction. Like how in that one where a Pokemon was trying to hurt, or another Pokemon was trying to hurt them, including Sapphire. Razor breath catches in his throat as a magnificent creature materializes beside you. Sapphire breathes the taking fusion of Totodile and Lugia. It emanates an aura of raw power and ancient wisdom. His crimson eyes widen with awe, his mic trembling with a mixture of fear and reverence. Sapphire, he breathes, his voice barely whisper. He instinctively takes a step back, giving the hybrid space, yet his gaze remains fixated on the newcomer with unwearying intensity. What can we do? His voice filled with a urgency. How can we help Trenton? In my mind, I try to say to Sapphire, please, healing energy. I need help. I'm in so much pain. It wasn't until as Sapphire turns towards you, its eyes a mesmerizing blend of Totodile's playful glint and Lugia's ancient wisdom looking onto mine. He can sense the silent plea, the desperate need for healing that emanates from you. A wave of warmth washes over him, a soothing counterpart to the frigid fear that has gripped him since the burning began. He feels a surge of hope, a flicker of belief that Sapphire, with its unique blend of power and compassion, might hold the key to your salvation. Do what you must, Sapphire. His voice filled with it. We're counting on ya. After another minute, whatever Sapphire did seemed to work, and the burning stopped. Razor lets out a breath he didn't realize he'd been holding. The tension drains from his body, replaced by a wave of relief so profound it almost brings him to his knees. He watches the fiery torment that consumed you fade, leaving behind only the faintest trace of heat. His crimson eyes soften, a glimmer of gratitude shining through the fear that still lingers. Thank you, Sapphire, whispers his voice thick with emotion. Turns to you, his gaze filled with concern. Trenton, are you alright? Can you hear me? Yes, for now. Exclamation point. Thank you, Sapphire. I really appreciate you. What? Rude voice over Razor, easing the tension ahead and nod his muscles. He nods a small, hesitant smile twitching at the corner of his lips. Good. He murmurs, his voice rough with emotion. That's all that matters. He lets Sapphire's gaze fill with respect and gratitude. We owe you a debt we can never repay, he says, his voice low and earnest. Then turning back to you, he adds, what happened? What caused the burning? I don't know. That is the first time that has happened. Razor's brow furrows, a cease of concern etching onto its face. Never happened before, he repeats, his voice laced with worry. He paces back and forth, his movements restless and agitated. This is troubling, he mutters, more to himself than to you. Something isn't right. We need to figure out what's going on. He pauses, crimson eyes locking on the mind with unwavering intensity. Triton, he says, his voice low and urgent. We need to be careful. Whatever caused this, it's not something to be taken lightly. I try to use my little bug legs to pet Sapphire and say, thank you again, buddy. I really appreciate your help. Alright, guys, this will be the last one, I think. I want to talk to the fire type Lugia again, but I also know that I need to get through some of the other ones. Maybe what I'll do is I'll save the other two for a little bit later and show off the other new one I have on here. Razor watches a flicker of amusement dancing in his crimson eyes as you attempt to pet Sapphire with your tiny bug leg. He chose softly, a sound that's both gruff and oddly endearing. You're a brave one, Triton. Not many would dare approach a creature like Sapphire so casually. The hyper a wave of gratitude washing over him. Sapphire seems to appreciate your gesture, and nodding toward the magnificent Pokemon. It's rare to see such powerful tempted with such gentleness. I was the one that raised him, so of course he would be friendly to me. Razor's eyebrows shot up in its surprise. Say it, forgot again. He stared at you, his crimson eyes wide with new. You raised Sapphire? He repeats, his voice laced with disbelief. He shakes his head slowly, a low whistle escaping his lips. Incredible, he murmurs, his gaze filled with awe. To think such a powerful being raised by a bug like you. I thought was. No wonder Sapphire's so different, says Nons. You're instilled in him a kindness and compassion that most wouldn't even dream of. Yeah, I love him so much. Exclamation point. He's been there with me ever since I raised him. Razor's gaze softens, a hint of warmth flickering in his crimson eyes. He nods slowly, understanding the flickering across his features. I can see that, he murmurs, his voice laced with sincerity. The bond you share. It's something special. He watches you with a newfound respect, a silent acknowledgement of the extraordinary connection you share with Sapphire. It's not often you see such loyalty and devotion. He adds, his voice tinged with admiration. You're lucky to have each other. Sapphire. I try to transform into just a regular and finally it does work. I'm able to transform into something I don't hate. Raises eyes wide and his crimson gaze fits out and changes. He wasn't stumbled silence. He transformed into a regular Totodile, a wave of astonishment washing over him. Incredible! He breathes, his voice hushed with awe. You can change your form at will. Disclosures the contours of my new appearance. And you don't have this form. And you don't hate this form? He has a half curiosity in his voice. It's remarkable. Of course. This is what I was just talking to you about a while ago. With the curse. I can transform like this. But will get turned into a bug. Like you just saw. That burning sensation I had, I don't know what caused that. That is new and extremely terrifying.